Very respectfully, good morning to the students of college and university of the world level university and colleges. I'm Narendra Kumar, and you know that I'm teaching all of you a very important thing. The thing that we study on this channel is English language and literature. I would like to assert that on this channel we are collecting the sound study of the rhetoric, the figure of speech. In the study of figure of speech, we collected some elements like simile, metaphor, and personification. Today, we shall collect a new thing in the linguistic and literary study of the figure of speech, that is hyperbole. I mean to clear to all of you that we are going to study the linguistic and literary study of hyperbole. It is a very important figure of speech in our language and literature. Wholeheartedly, I welcome the students of college and university of world level students who study in college and universities. Now let's start because before we are going to lose our precious and valuable time, we should be alert and we should be cautious with regard to this because time is very valuable. If we even a single moment time we lost, it means that we are losing so many things we can't imagine what is it. Now, universities, colleges, upon the world level topic rhetoric, RHETORIC, which the figures of a speech. Before I am going to teach you hyperbole in the linguistic and literary study of the figure of speech, I would like to remember the thing that is very significant in our whole walk of life. Since the dawn of early growth, birth, and evolution of language, literature has been imparting a very pivotal and sourceful role in the making of human life successful and victorious. At the power of, or with the power of knowledge of language and literature, everything has been made possible and achievable. Okay? In this section, we shall discuss and focus hyperbole, hyperbole, hyperbole. Third video, Genesis. Etymologically, recording the expression hyperbole has its ovum in the two Greek words hyper and bola or bolus, which means high and high or exaggerated and a matter as reflected in the thesaurus of Latin English language. Now we need to understand and perceive the genesis of the concerned term hyperbole. Just as Latin language is all language in the world, exactly the same way there is a world-renowned language in the world that is popularly known as Greek language. It is said about English language that most of the words of English language have originated from the basic two languages of the world like Latin and Greek. First rank is Latin, the second rank is Greek. From these two languages of the world, English has originated. And about the origin of hyperbole, we can say and find its survey that the term hyperbole has its origin from the two words of Greek, hyper and bola or bolos. The spelling of hyper is Hyper and the spelling of bola, Bola or bolos, Bolus, which mean high or exaggerated and a matter. We can say that Greek language is the origin source of the term. Greek language is the origin source of the concerned literary term hyperbole. From this language, Greek, the term hyperbole has come down to us. Now, the next step is that we have to take its definition carefully. Just wait, I'm giving you the definition. Definition. Hyperbole is a literary figure of speech that refers to an exaggerated matter or the like. Now the definition is here that I have written here. The definition is that hyperbole is all literary figure of speech. Hyperbole is all literary figure of speech that indicates or refers to an exaggerated matter. An exaggerated matter. Exaggerated means we have to understand the word exaggerated in a very different and lucid way. Exaggerated means speaking highly, speaking high. Exaggerated means to assert in high way and manner. The way or manner that a thing, the way and manner in which a thing or a matter or a point is said or uttered high. That is not true. Hyperbole is a figure of speech that indicates a sentence or a statement or a point that is spoken in a very high way and manner that does not seem to be correct or true. It seems that it will pass over the standing of mind. Hyperbole indicates that it is such a point or sentence or statement that does not seem to be correct or right. It comes out from the depth of imagination that is fictitious. In the valid support of this definition, we can take a very famous sentence from the world famous poetic products of William Wordsworth, who composed a poem, Vavi Gracia. England witnessed a world-renowned poetic talent and genius, popularly known as William Wordsworth, who belonged to the 19th century romantic poetic vista and age. William Wordsworth composed a very nice, lovely, and heart-touching poem. That poem is The Daffodils. In the poetic study of the poem Daffodils, he gave us a very poetic, poignant sentence. That sentence can be used as a hyperbole. 10,000 10,000 I saw 10,000 daffodils I saw at a glance. This poetic sentence from the poem that Daffodils composed by William Wordsworth can be taken as an example of the concerned term hyperbole. Here in this sentence, the poet said that he was standing somewhere. He was looking at something that he was looking at were daffodils. Daffodils were a kinds of yellow color flowers. At a single glance, as far as he could see, he saw that daffodil flowers. It's the imagination of the poet, or it was the imagination of the poet that he said he saw 10,000 daffodil flowers. Question arises here: was the poet in that position to count the daffodil flowers as far as he could see? Neither I nor you can say. But it was the poetic imagination that he made, or he emphasized his sentence. He emphasized his sentence 10,000 daffodils at a single glance indicates that it is hyperbole. This statement has been produced in a way that it is beyond true. That is called hyperbole. In the next video, we shall discuss another point. Let us take one more example. You know that death fears me. The second example is that you know that death fears me. Can it be true? Death is that is a universal truth. It cannot be borne. Okay.